Okay, hello everyone, let's do passage 4. Perseus gets his outfit. Perseus, ubi haec audiuit. Perseus, when he heard haec, there's that important word again that I mentioned last time, when he heard haec, these things. You often have with the temporal clauses, cum haec audivisset, when he had heard these things. When he heard these things, discessit, he left from the island. Look at that s sound that you see with discessit, that double S sound, telling me that we're dealing with a perfect tense of a third conjugation verb. So he left from the island, and after he came to the continent, he quaesiwit, he looked for Medusa. Diu, for a long time, quaerebat, he was looking frustra, he was looking in vain. Namque, for he ignorabat. Bat here, obviously telling me that I'm dealing with an imperfect. For he was unaware of the nature, loci, genitive of the place. Tandem, at last Apollo et Minerva. Tandem Apollo et Minerva viam demonstraverunt. At last Apollo and Minerva showed the way. Minerva here is the Latin name for the goddess Athena. Lots of people forget that. Lots of people don't realise that Minerva is actually the Latin name for the goddess Athena. So, at last Apollo and Minerva showed the way. Primum, first pervenet, he arrived at the Graeae, the sorores Medusae, the sisters of Medusa, these three sisters that all argued over who got to hold the one eye that they could see with. Ab his talaria et galeam magicam acerpit. Ab his, from these people, from these women, acerpit, he received talaria, winged sandals, et galeam magicam, and a magic helmet. Apollo autem et Minerva falcem a speculum dererunt. Apollo, however, and Minerva gave a falcem and a speculum gave a and there we go. Apollo autem et Minerva. Apollo, however, and Minerva gave a falcem, gave a sickle, and a speculum, and a mirror, a dative of the pronoun, to him. Tum postquam, then after he induit, then after he put the talaria, the winged sandals, pedibus, on his feet, ascendit, he lifted himself up, he flew in aera, into the sky, into the air. Diu per aera volabat, for a long time volabat, he was flying per aera, through the air. Tandem tamen, at last, however, venit ad eum locum, he arrived at that place, ubi Medusa, where Medusa habitabat, was living cum ceteris gorgonibus, with the other gorgons. Gorgones autem monstra erant specie horribili. The gorgons, however, erant, were monsters with a specie horribili, with a terrible appearance. We've got here specie horribili. We've got here ablative of quality. They were monsters, awful in appearance. Capita enim earum anguibus omnino contecta erant. Their heads were covered, or the heads earum of those women, but their heads were covered omnino, completely anguibus, with snakes. Manus etiam, ex aere facta erant. Their hands were etiam, also, or their hands also, factae erant. Look at that ending, factae erant, from facio. This is a third person, pluperfect, passive, plural ending. Their hands had also been made out of aere, out of bronze. Very good. Next one, we have him taking on the Gorgon Medusa herself, I believe. All right, we'll go through passage 5 in the next session.